Hey girl, hey. We are here with my girl Danasia. Danasia just put out a new project. She's gonna tell us all about it. So, hey girl, how you been?
I'm honestly just like trying to take it all in as of right
hmm
because it still hasn't hit me that I dropped the project.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
just like in artist mode.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. Let's start off with you sharing a little bit about your background and what it's inspired you to start a music genre.
Mm, okay. So I don't want to sound super cliche, but I did start doing music in the church. I was like 2, 3 years old when like my mom first put me in the church choir. And that's where it started. And a lot of people don't even know that I wasn't even allowed to listen to secular music until I was like a teenager. And then from then on, like I found my love for R&B when I was actually allowed to listen to R&B. Um, and then from there, like I've just been songwriting and singing since I was like maybe 15, 16. Like is when I kind of got serious. Um, and from then, like working with other people in the area is when I found out like this is really what I want to do for the rest of my life. And yeah, it's been a crazy journey since then.
Okay. So let's back up a bit. You said you started to listen to
Mhm.
R&B. Who were some of the first people that you started listening to? And out of those people, who were the ones that inspired you to want to get into your music, add to your interest in your music journey?
Okay, so I would say the first artist that I fell in love with and still is one of my favorites of all time is Brandy. I remember the first song I think I heard of hers was The Boy Is Mine. Like her and Monica with that duo, that's what kind of made me fall in love with music. Another huge person that I like love is Music Soul Child. That's one of my favorites. Avant, Joe, like all of those true R&B heads is what really got me wanting to do music. As far as writing music, Stevie Wonder. I would say.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because Stevie definitely could write. Okay. For sure. So let's just get into your creative process a little bit. When you were putting this EP together, like, what was the inspiration behind it?
So like for this EP, it's kind of like I'm gonna try to make a long story short, as short as I
Okay.
could possibly make it. But I would say like around like 2023, the summer of 2023, I was about to completely give up music in general. It was only because like I just felt like I wasn't progressing in my music career. So I was doing it for 10 plus years at the time. So it's like, I wasn't really seeing things happen. So, I mean, as any creative, you start getting discouraged. And I remember that summer, I literally said a prayer to God and I was just like, listen, I'm going to take 3 months away from this. And if I come back to it and I can't write a single song, like I know, like it's my time to give up. And literally, I took those 3 months and I was like out partying and just doing things, had a couple situationships, live life.
No, that's right.
And then I remember like I came back to writing, and this was August of 2023. And the first song that I wrote was Silhouette. And like that to me was my confirmation of God saying, like, you have to keep going. Because to me, that's one of my favorite songs off the project. And I feel like it's what propelled me into being like, all right, like, you got to start putting out music.
I'm alone in my bed. You're the only one I think of when I'm alone in my bed. You're the only one I think of.
And then from then
Okay.
on, I literally just every day wrote records and pieced this project together. So it's like a little bit of fantasy things, like just coming up with random stories, and then some of the stories are true stories that I went through during that time. So it's like a little bit of such a
Okay. Okay. Good. And what was your creative process like? Did you have a producer working with you during every song, or did someone send you some beats and you wrote to them? Like, what was your process putting the whole each song together?
So it's a little bit of both. So for a couple of the songs, I did have beats that were sent to me, and I just would just pen them. So it's different for every song because I feel like Silhouette I wrote in like 10 minutes. Might Be on the project is a song that I literally wrote first half of the song 1 month and then another half another month. So it kind of fluctuates. And then with Tap Out, which you are a part of, we all came together and that was just an amazing experience. And I feel like we all collabed so well. And that was a beat that Melissa made, so it's like a combination. So sometimes I'll write to beats that people send, and then sometimes it'll be with the producer.
Okay, well, surprise, surprise. Yes, Tap Out was an experience. I came out there to play, okay? Like, I had no idea it would end up turning into that, and that was a great time. So, yeah, got to experience that with you.
Yes, and Tap
We
Out is an
all
amazing
just
song. I was like, it has to be
yeah.
on the project. Like, can't leave
Yes,
that
yes,
record.
that's good. Oh, thank you for choosing it.
Absolutely, yes, and thank you.
Part of that in general, the initial time, and that was a really good time. It was a really good time.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was our
and
first time eating, literally.
I know, right?
And for it,
We were outside, then we were in the studio, we played, we did a reality TV show. It was a good time, okay? Okay, do you have let's see, any like rituals or routines that you use to get you into your creative flow?
honestly, it's just a mini prayer, and I just go like spirituality is super important to me. Like God is first in everything that I do, so I pray first because my creativity is from Him. So I have to give thanks first, and it's just kind of up from there. I mean, who doesn't experience writer's block is a thing, but you just keep it pressing.
Yes, okay. That's where I am right now, but
Yeah, we all
we'll
get
get to
there.
me at another time. Okay, listen. So, what is the message or the vibe that you want the listeners to get when they listen to this project?
The message, I would just say to have fun while doing this. I think like my whole entire career so far, I've taken things so serious, and it was just like, it's never that serious. Just have fun and write from experience. You know what I mean? I feel like that fuels the best music, and also try to be as creative as possible, because one thing that I said with this project is that I didn't want to sound like anybody else, and I don't plan on it. So it's just more so getting in tune with that and like trying to find like what's your sound. So that's what I just had fun. That's my tip to any creator. Just have fun. Like whatever comes out is meant to come out.
Absolutely. I 1000% agree with that. Do you have any tracks on the EP that hold like a special meaning for you? And if so, why?
I would say I would say there's two. Now, Silhouette, like I mentioned, like that one will always hold a special place because I feel like that was the song that literally like I got back to writing, like before I was about to give this up, like that was the song that literally like brought me back. So Silhouette holds a special place. It Might Be is a song from personal experience.
You just might be. Don't make me regret this. My heart's hard to manage. Just know that I'm not completely over my last dude, so we gotta take it slow. No, I don't wanna.
Like I said, during that time, I had a little situationship, and it might have inspired the song.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'll put a couple few clips in there for the people. You guys have to go and listen to this project, okay? Of course, we're gonna let you know where you can find all things Danasia. And as soon as this ends, I want you to be like, "Oh, girl, let me go see what she was talking about." Okay, like get into
Yeah.
it. Like, what was the most challenging part of bringing this project to life? Would you say? And I know you dipped into it, a bit because you like gave, I don't want to say gave the universe the ultimatum, but you put out there what the intention was behind you taking the break and going to live for a while.
Yeah. So wait, ask the question one more time because I want to make sure I'm getting it correct.
What was the most challenging part about bringing the project to life?
Let's just say it was me holding my own self back because this project actually got like done being recorded in 2024, like beginning of 2024. But I will say like after, like I was so confident when I was recording these songs, like literally I was like, it's a go, like I'm ready. Like I was in the mindset. And then there's always that break in between where you have to start, working on your visuals and all of these things. And when that stuff started to become a reality, like I started to literally second guess myself. So I would honestly say it was me. Like, so even the pause in between, like that, it took even more of a fight for me to keep going, because it's a lot that has to happen behind the scenes whenever you're putting out a record. It's not just, oh, let me just drop something. Like, I tried to really, visually capture people and work on like videographers and all these things. So it's a lot that goes into it. So definitely, I think like it was me holding myself back a little bit. So, but we here.
Okay.
But we here.
So it is like that time where you're like, what do I want to look like? Like, well, how do I
Yeah.
want to present myself? Like, what makes me feel good looking like besides what I would want people to see me like, and and what type of form I want people to see me in. It's a lot. I feel like that is the part where the real pressure comes
Yeah.
in. And it's the point where you really do have to catch yourself, because you'll put some good things off for quite a while.
For some time. And you want to know what it is too? It's also being an independent artist, because it's different when you have a label and they're boop, 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 things are getting handed to you.
Yeah.
But when you have to literally do your own creative direction and like literally for my cover, hair, makeup, outfit, you know what I mean? So it's like you really gotta like put yourself in so many different areas. Like you have to wear so many different hats, and not everybody's capable of that either. So I think like being an independent artist is very hard. Like shout out to everybody that's doing this. Like it's not easy.
Okay, shout out to the independent artists, okay? Listen, because that is not an easy thing to do at
Yeah,
all. And that's the part where you really show your grit and everything, and show how well you really to push yourself through it,
absolutely.
you know? And most of the time, I think, what's crazy is putting the pieces together, it's like that's your drive right there to make sure you get to that finished
Yeah,
project, finished product. But it's still like, now that I've done it, I've, put my vision in. It's like you always want to scan it over again,
yeah.
look at it, and,
So
like,
we are
see,
our
oh my,
own toughest critics. So we could do something and then be like, oof, no, 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 no. Constantly in
okay,
this vicious cycle of like, it's not enough. It's not ready. It's so many things. But to get to that finish line and actually cross it, I'm telling you, it's like an amazing feeling. Like, it's an amazing feeling. So if you're an artist out there and you're struggling right now to put something out, just put it out.
okay. And that was exactly my next question. I was going to ask you, what advice would you give to artists who are trying to start out and just trying to find their sound, their look, their vibe, what they want to go out there and do?
Well, I would say as far as like your look and your vibe, I would say be authentic to you. Like people are gonna gravitate, like you are gonna find your people by being you. Don't try to be like anybody else. You know what I mean? Like Beyonce is Beyonce. You can't be her, okay? So
Nobody
it's
can,
like
you
you
can be inspired by.
absolutely. And it's like
Yeah.
finding out like what you authentically like what do you like? Because me, like, I'm super, like, gothy. I'm like an R&B. I keep calling myself the R&B goth because, like, I love black. Like, that's just me. And
Love black.
so I just found, like, who I wanted to be in this. And like I said, I don't want to sound like anybody else. So it's like, that's another thing that's always checked off for me. Like, if I'm in a session and I feel like a song is headed towards a direction, like, this sounds like this person, I try to, like, revert back. It's like, no, 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 no. So I would just say stay authentic to yourself and try to find, like, what's your sound, like, and don't second guess yourself, because Instagram and social media can be very like toxic, like telling you this amount of people have dropped songs today. Cause they just released this thing where there's like 200,000 songs are released every single day. And it's just like stuff like that, hearing stuff like that, seeing stuff like that will honestly discourage anybody. But it's just like, just know like the path that you're on, like it's specific to you, and you'll find your people, and like the people that are meant to be around and your audience, you're gonna find them. So don't even worry about the numbers, because I feel like numbers games too, like how many how many followers this, but if you focus on the wrong things, there will be a lack. So just continue to just authentically be yourself. Like, I promise you, you're gonna find your people.
Absolutely. I agree with that. So, okay. So we talked about, you having a moment where you needed to take a break and regroup, go out and live, get some inspiration so that you can come back to the music.
Yeah.
How do you stay motivated and inspired when you are facing those creative blocks or challenges?
I would say just not, I don't try to push myself. Like, if I'm stuck in writer's block, I'll try to like dip into another song or go out for a walk or try to watch a movie. I learned recently too, movies have influenced my writing so much, and I've tried to like, cause I'm a homebody. I can't lie. Like, I don't really go out too much. So it's like sometimes I have to live vicariously through other people. And I found that watching movies a lot has helped me because you see all these love stories and all of this, and it helps you write. You know what I mean? So I would just say, like, if you're ever having a creative block, like, go out and do something, like, do something new. Take a pottery class, which I've recently done, and it's amazing. Take a pottery class.
Okay.
Do something.
Shout out to the pottery.
Okay.
Yes, that's awesome. So what would you say is one piece of encouragement that you would like to share with women pursuing music and other creative passions? Because, women do a lot in the entertainment industry in general.
Yeah.
And as well as, beauty supplies and clothing brands and, like accessory brands, like we do a lot.
Yeah.
So what would you say is something that you would say to stay encouraged and do this as a woman specifically? Because
As a woman, one of my main things is to not let social media influence you. Like, one thing like I try to focus on is real life. There's real life out there. Like, there's everyday women that look like you and me. I feel like social media portrays women to look a certain type of way, and it's literally like clouding everybody's mind. Like, people think like this, like social media is reality, and it's really not. Because it's like half the women that you see on social media, it's not real. You know what I mean? Like, you do not have to have, this is for all the women, you do not have to have a BBL body to be successful. Like, we come in all different shapes, sizes, shades, all of these things. Like, my main thing to women nowadays is to realize that there's real life outside of social media, and that you don't have to look like everybody else. We're all
absolutely.
made differently for a reason. Like, we are not meant to be a copy and paste. So if that's something
Right.
that's discouraging you, don't let it, and just keep going. Like, seriously. Shout out
Right.
to all the women producers, songwriters, everything, artists, because women are constantly overlooked, and it's time for a change. So
Yeah,
that's why I felt like I needed to release this project too. Like, I'm glad I don't look like everybody else. I have hip thighs and everything else.
come on.
Okay, I'm a
Yes.
real,
Okay.
and I'm here to show women, like, you do not, like I said, you not have to have a BBL body to be successful. Like, continue to be authentically you. Like, find your people.
Absolutely. Yeah, I always say, like, I don't think it was meant for us to have access to so many opinions and
Yes.
other people, what everybody is doing, like every minute of the day. And it's just like for, more exposures, like, okay, it's one thing, but it's another when it starts like tapping into how people really, like live their lives, like
Yeah.
based off what other
And it's
people are
sad
doing.
because I
So,
feel like a lot of
yeah,
women too that are so heavy into social media, they take looks as their identity. It's like all of these changes that they feel like they need to make, it becomes their identity. It's like they literally can't function without, like, oh, like, I need a filter, I need this, or I need to look like this. It's like literally like you are living a false reality, seriously. And
yeah,
it's sad because I feel like sometimes it's only towards women that we feel like we have to look a certain type of way, and you have to be on 100% of the time. So it's like, you get a
mhm,
pimple and you're flipping out because it's like, whoa, like,
right.
like, you don't want nobody to see that natural things happen to your body. So it's just being more realistic. You know, that's why I want to try to,
Absolutely.
I hope that I'm portraying being more realistic. You know what I mean? Because there's a
Yeah,
real world out there and social media.
it
It.
is. No, no, it's get outside. And I'm talking to me too because I stay at home.
Yeah.
Listen,
See?
but I do like to get out every now and then just to go and just, have some fresh air and just really see what's really going on
Yeah.
outside because
Yes.
it's
Because
like
social media will psych you out. It really will.
absolutely. And that's why it's ultimately very important to always be your authentic selves. And you can tell, the ones that who are being their authentic selves, you can weed out those, put it that way.
Yeah.
But it's just that's a major big part of everything that you would ever do in any line of work, any industry, any career, anything. So tell us what's next for you. Like, you have any other upcoming projects or collaborations that we could be looking forward to? I know you're literally fresh out
Yeah.
with this. You have a lot of stuff to do. So if you want to go into some more details about the things that you have lined up for that, or just, what your vision is. So, we see it when we see it, we're like, oh yes, she did it. This is what we're talking about, like that type of moment.
Would say next is just me continuing to promote this music. Like I said, I'm fresh, so I still want to, we're in a time where you have to post videos, you have to be active online. So that's something that I'm personally stepping into because I've been a songwriter so much, so I haven't had the opportunity to step into this area like that. So it's just more so getting myself more comfortable with putting a camera in front of my face and, talking to it. That's new. But yeah, I just want to continue to release more records because I feel like I've been writing for my catalog of songs are insane because I've been writing for like 12 years. And it's just time for the world to hear it because I feel like I have so many unreleased records and it's just like, just put it out. Just put it out. That is my motto for 2025. Just put it out.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna write that down.
Just put it out. Don't overthink it. It sounds so simple, but we hold ourselves back so much. And like I just turned 30, so I feel like I just entered a new era.
No, that's
Just
right.
entered to the 30 group. So it's just like now is the time. Like for me, it's go time. It's like it's now is the time. Like I've held back
Okay.
for so many years and hidden behind like so many different artists. It's like now is the time.
Okay. Okay. I know
But
that's right.
yeah,
So let's okay, put it on
yeah,
out. Okay, put it out. Thanks.
yeah.
I hear you. Look, so okay, listen. So, you mentioned earlier how, you like to, get inspiration and, take some time, watch some movies and things like that. What do you use as an escape? So disclaimer, I like, reality TV, I like to get the tea on that. Out of the things that you are into right now in regards to pop culture, what is something that you feel comfortable us talking about right now? Like, oh, girl, do you know about this? What shows are you watching? Like, what's going on with that?
I'm not really a show person. I mean,
No show? Not
also,
sitcoms or
okay,
not
I'm like a
comedies?
love show type of person, but I watch Married at First Sight. So it's like,
Girl,
and Ready to Love. If y'all don't know that, I love Ready to Love. Those are
girl.
like my two. I love like the dating shows and all that stuff. So I do not watch Love Island and like Love is Blind. I'm trying to get onto those. Yeah, like as far as shows, it'll be like couples and dating shows.
Okay. Now, okay, so are you the type that, when you're watching the show afterwards, you go out to the people that's in the show, go look at their social media and like try to figure out who they landed with, did they really get married?
Single.
Like,
Okay.
okay, like, do you get into what are they, I don't know, the blogs, the tabloids, like
I'm
to see if
slightly
they've
guilty.
been spotted out?
Yeah, slightly guilty. Okay, because the ones that don't get chosen, I'm just like,
Okay.
goodbye.
All right. Okay. Listen, because you're in what area do you
Oh,
reside
I'm in.
in? Okay. Jersey. Okay. Listen, so you're in Jersey, so you probably like go through New York and do things
The
like
time,
that.
yeah.
So you're in the area where you just might just, you might just see people. Like, have you ever just saw anybody from any of the shows that you watch in particular, or anything that you've seen before, and then you're like, oh wait,
Listen, if I wasn't such a homebody, probably.
you probably
But
okay.
I gotta get out someday. I gotta get outside.
Okay.
Well, possibly in the future.
Okay. I gotta come back out there so we can go outside.
Well, it's
I love going outside everywhere else
the
but
quiet
home.
one. Like if somebody were to put, I'm quiet. So it's like, to
Okay,
talk all
listen.
this right now, like, oh yeah, I'll go up to them and say, when the moment boils down, it's like, girl, you was silent. I'm like, just play it cool.
Okay, because you're like, well, I don't want to bother. They're real people too. That's when you
Right. Start
get
making
into
excuses.
okay, just
Real.
anything but no. I just no.
Yeah.
Personal space, I respect it for everyone. Okay, listen. So, okay, so how can fans support your music and stay connected with your journey along this way?
So everything on my social media is all the same as Danasia's music, and my project is out now on all platforms. My name is Danasia, Danasia. Okay, the project is called All in the Details, and I hope whoever listens enjoys. Okay, and drop a comment if you like it. Okay, I'm very so.
Yeah, yeah, and that's another thing too. Like responding back to comments. It's like you
Yeah,
don't want to do it too much. You want to make
it's
sure
new
you can
territory.
feel the energy. Absolutely, but it's all about that though. It's all, and that's another way to obviously connect with fans as well. So I just love that we are here.
Yes, thank you
Like I'm
for
so
having
proud
me.
of you with me. Okay, I'm so proud of you. You'll actually be my first official interview recording. I really appreciate you for coming on with me.
And
We
thank
gotta
you
have a
for
little
having
technical
me. Just
difficulty.
a couple taps. Okay.
Like this is awesome, man. I have to come back out there. We'll have to play and do some things live.
And congrats to you because I feel like this is super dope. You absolutely have the personality to do this. Like, this is you. Like, I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's my goal. That was my initial goal for this year, is not guarding my personality so much.
Nice.
So I'm still protected, but in a sensible way.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause this time I'm like, I always want to talk to people, to see like where their head is at when they're doing certain things. And sometimes it's for selfish reasons, to make sure like, okay, I'm not the only one who goes through this process. I've been with other people when they're going through the process. It was like, we're not alone out here.
Yeah.
And it's very important for us as women to celebrate and show each other love and give each other our flowers. Just it's enough on us in the world in general.
Absolutely.
So
Okay. You have enough
that's
scrutiny.
what
It's like, we got to come together as one, like, for real.
yes, we
Yeah.
do. Well, I thank you so much.
Thank you.
I don't want to take up all your time, so
That was great.
we got a good amount of time right
Yeah.
here.
I love it.